Hey everybody, this is Mad Matt Carter. Thank you so much for watching the AIWF Network YouTube channel as well as the AIWF Ringside Wrestling channel. If you like what you see, please do us a big favor. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell to get notifications every time we post new videos on both our channels. It means a lot to us, and thanks a lot for watching once again.
Hey, yeah, we're sitting here talking and they turn the cameras on and we're all of a sudden here. How's everybody doing today? Rick Diesel right here on AIWF, the original talk show, not that rip-off from, you know what I'm saying. We started it all, we do it first, and they steal our ideas just like they always do. If everybody can remember, a few weeks ago, I had a young man come down from the great white north, you might want to say, and stirred up a lot of controversy. And he's back today, and he's got a friend with him, Mr. Vance Nevada and Mr. Bugsy Slug, okay? So we got them on the show today. We got a couple more guys from Canada wandering around town. They're going to stop by a little later on and chat with us a little bit. But if everybody can remember Vance, I got a lot of calls about him. I was gone the week he was here, and I was back next week, and they really stirred up a lot of controversy. So we're going to get them right on the air. We're going to take some calls a little later on. We're going to try to show some clips. It's a little bit of a highlight video from up and around Canada when these guys do their thing. So let's get right to the phone. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Rick.
What's happening?
You having a good weekend?
I'm always having a good weekend. I don't leave a house unless I have fun. If I ain't going to have fun, I stay at home. You know me.
Well, I was just wondering, what did you think about Buried Alive? Or did you see it?
I think the whole show should have been under dirt. You know how I feel about the WWF right now anyhow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too keen on them. Ever since they decided to steal another one of our ideas, I like to say.
Yep, I was going to try to call in and say that they're the second one to make up the talk show, but I couldn't get through. Still a busy signal.
Well, a lot of guys, a lot of the fans from down here has called in and said they couldn't get in up there because they want to voice their opinion about what they've done. So just keep trying. I'm telling you, eventually somebody will get through and you can voice your opinion about how upset everybody down here in Martinsville is about them stealing our idea.
What I hear is they make you say before you get on the air what you're going to say. And
yeah, they'll screen you calls. They'll screen you calls. I told you they hung up on me one time when I called, but they don't want me on the air. They'd rather have Paulie Dangerously on the air than me, okay?
I was wondering, besides the six-man tag, the Iron Man match, and Jimmy and King Cobra, who else going to be wrestling?
The Intimidator's coming back up on the 9th. Johnny Reb will be there. Dangerous Don Carson, who is still with the AIWF even though Sebastian Kane is gone, okay? Don Carson, he's been real quiet about it, but I'm sure he'll voice his opinion that night as he does so normally.
So who's going to be his partner?
I have no idea. I know Robert Roma is still with the TVA. He was in Smith Grove last weekend, but whether or not they will form a permanent duo, so to speak, instead of Robert being their normal singles wrestler out of the three, or they'll bring in another third guy, I don't know. Time will tell.
Last week you said Eddie was going to interview Brad.
We didn't get the interview, but we'll try to get it before next week's show. Okay? Eddie didn't show up. He wasn't there. Okay? So we talked to him, and he couldn't make it to the show. But maybe he'll be in North Wilkesboro tonight, and maybe he can get a interview there. We'll work out something. I promise.
I can tell you who you can wrestle at the boxing center.
Who's that?
The one sitting beside you.
Which one?
That one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of stories the week that I came back about Mr. Vance Nevada coming down here and expressing his opinion about the area, the people, and certain people in particular. So if anybody wants, I know he's kind of quiet now, but I'm sure if anybody's got any questions for him, he'll get wound up because he was rattling off.
Kind of quiet.
One in a minute.
Kind of quiet right now, Rick Diesel. I don't understand what you're talking about. I came down here last time. I gave you a call. Said, "Hey, buddy, Rick Diesel, I'm going to be down in the area." And as soon as I get to town, all the wrestlers take off. All the wrestlers took off. They had their #1 fans calling in, telling them what they were going to do to me. So I invited them all down. I said, "Yeah, open forum, big brawl with Vance Nevada in the parking lot." Nobody showed up.
Well, I got a question. You going to show up at the boxing center?
Well, whether or not Vance Nevada will even be in the United States on November 9th, is probably still something that has to be worked out. I don't know what his schedule is, but I'm sure that any time that he's available and there's an AIWF card going on, he's more than welcome to step in the ring. He knows that.
If anyone's got the guts, if they want to put the belts on the line, me and my big buddy here, Bugsy Slugliano, we're there. If you got the money, baby, we got the time.
You bet.
What do you think about Halloween Havoc?
I'm not even really interested in it, to be honest with you.
Well,
I tell you what, though, there's an interesting turn of events as far as Halloween Havoc goes. Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan's contract will be up within a month. What's going to happen if both of them leave the WCW? Huh?
and what's Liz going to do?
Liz going to sit under a tree on a swing and cry the rest of her life. She disgusts me. But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? How many months have I been saying? Ever since she come in WCW, I've been saying, who let this fish in the pond, okay? I mean, she has no expression. Woman has no personality. So, you know my feelings on Liz. I wouldn't care if she left WCW tomorrow, yesterday. It don't matter to me.
I'll call back in later, Rick.
All right, thanks. Talk to me.
Hey, Rick.
What's happening?
You don't think those two dudes will jump on you, do you?
Well, I look at it this way. If these two guys want to jump on me, all right, there's a couple of more guys from Canada who's floating around town who's going to be in here a little bit. So these guys can go ahead and try to take over the show all they want to, but maybe the other guys coming in will help me. I don't know. If they don't, then I guess I'll lay here in a puddle of blood like I've done so many times
Well,
before.
hey, if they wanted to help you, they'd be down in the studio right now. I don't see where they're at.
Yeah, where are they?
We are the finest tag team from Canada. We're very soon going to prove that we're the finest tag team in North America. We've held the Canadian Tag Team Championship on 2 separate occasions. We're down here waiting for some competition, and no one wants to sign the matches. No one's signing their name on the dotted line. Tell them all about it, Bugsy.
Yeah, where are these guys that say they're the best tag teams in North America? And we're here. There's no one here to take us on. We want some competition, and we're looking for it right now.
I bet Rick and Brian will take you on.
Oh, they know. Me and Brian has held tag team titles in 2 organizations, okay? All right, not just in one. All right, but anyway, everybody knows how me and Brian feel. Everybody knows. Now, Vance Nevada, if you'll look, I'll give him credit. He's ranked up there in the top 500 too, along with the rest of us, okay? And
Bugsy's in that list.
Yeah.
Bugsy's in that
I'm on
list.
that
we
list
see we
too.
got all grades of guys here from top. I just didn't notice your name.
We're the best.
I was in there last year, too.
But anyway.
That thing about Hulk Hogan and Macho Man's contracts,
Yeah.
I heard a couple weeks ago Hulk Hogan's already signed through 98.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good possibility.
Macho Man's so popular, I think they'll re-sign him, you know.
Well, they probably need to.
Because the people like him. I mean, he's real popular. Everybody's going to be rooting for him against Hogan. Most of the NWO fans even are, probably. Most of the NWO fans like the other guys more than Hogan, and the NWO like Colin Nash.
Yeah.
If you'll see
I
them
really
cheering
don't
the other
think.
guys, and then when Hogan comes out there, they'll like
I
cheer for
think,
Macho Man.
in my opinion, WCW's got enough going right now. If they was to lose Hogan and Savage, it wouldn't be that big of a loss.
I know, but I think they're going to try to hold on to everybody and keep all the big names, probably.
Yeah, more likely.
Because WWF, I mean, if they got Hulk Hogan back, if they turn right around and praise him after all the slander they've done, that would look real bad.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
Macho
true.
Man, too, because
Well,
they've been making...
maybe these guys right here, they look like they might fit in real well down at WCW. Of course, you haven't heard them mention WCW a whole lot, have you?
That buried alive match, the end was stupid, I thought, because, all right, this is what happened. They had a stupid lightning bolt come down. Yeah, I'm sure it really did strike there. And then they had Undertaker's hand coming up out of the grave and stuff.
Yeah, Vince needs a touch of reality real bad. I've been saying that for years.
And Sid beat Vader, believe it or not.
Really?
But Vader messed up, so he had him pinned and he didn't cover him, so. And Sid choke slam Vader, and he's going to fight Shawn at Survivor Series. You got a prediction on that match?
Yeah, Shawn.
All right. What about Sting? Did you see that? Or he came out?
Yeah.
Who you think
I
he'll
don't
stay
think,
on
no.
WCW?
I don't think Sting's going to have anything to do with the NWO, to be honest with you.
I don't either.
No,
Did you
they
see
don't.
Ric Flair come out?
Yeah, I've seen that too.
He's going to be Havoc, ain't he? In Jeff Jarrett's corner.
It's going to be interesting.
And J.J. Dillon might show up, so you could see.
It's going to be real interesting.
You going to watch it?
I don't know. I'm supposed to leave out. Actually, I'm supposed to leave out in the morning going to Raleigh, so whether or not I'll be back, I don't know.
Yeah, I try to catch it. It's going to be interesting.
I'm sure.
Okay, see ya.
All right, man.
Bye.
Talk to me. You're on the air with Rick Diesel, Vance, Nevada, and Bugsy Slug. Hey, I can't pronounce your last name. The thing's this long.
What's up, Rick?
What's happening, man?
Nothing much. How's it going?
We're just hanging out, man.
You wrestling tonight, man?
Yeah, North Wilkesboro. Got King Cobra.
Is that you'll slaughter that little? Never mind. Who's these boys sitting beside you here?
Vance, Nevada, and Bugsy Slug.
What did y'all say? Y'all held the Canadian tag team belts?
That's right.
That's right.
2 separate occasions.
Well, let you in a little secret. This is the United States, not Canada, and y'all won't come down here and rule as good as y'all did up there.
Believe me, I'm well aware of where we're at. We've had the worst time on the road every time I come to Virginia, North Carolina. It's just never really a great thing, and I got to really talk to my agent because I'm getting really sick of coming down here because whenever I get here, all the wrestlers leave town.
Did you notice how he said Virginia and North Carolina like it was all one word? I just had to throw that in. Hey, we got to take a quick commercial, man.
All right, no problem.
Appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Starting this weekend, aliens invade Collinsville. It's the alien invasion. Watch an alien be transferred to Earth. It starts Saturday night in the Holiday Shopping Center. Saturday, October 26th. It's the alien invasion. It's more than just a haunted house.
Have you seen Mr. Milner?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Milner, thank you for helping me when my son was in trouble. Thank you.
For help for a loved one, remember, it's I-Bond.
Honey, it's I Bond.
It's not James Bond, it's I-Bond. 632-3799.
632-3799. I love Mr. Milner.
Collinsville Furniture Mart, where you can always get it financed. And remember, they offer revolving charge. Collinsville Furniture Mart is proud to offer Berkline. For the looks, the luxury, and convenience. Best of all, the price is affordable. Berkline. You got to check out things like this. $33 per month will get you a beautiful Berkline sectional sofa, and this is a 33% savings. Also remember, Collinsville Furniture Mart is giving you $200 to $400 off any 3-piece purchase. Plus, Collinsville Furniture Mart is your spring wall chiropractic mattress specialist. They offer a 22-year warranty, and remember, you get $100 off the retail price. At Collinsville Furniture Mart, they're there on North Virginia Avenue, 504 North Virginia Avenue. Call them at 647-7444. That's 647-7744. And remember, at Collinsville Furniture Mart, you can always get it financed. For years, Ronnie Rodenheiser has been trying to tell us what DuPont Master Life is. Finally, we just decided we'd ask him, Ronnie, what is DuPont Master Life?
Master Life means the best fiber in the industry. DuPont makes it.
Prove it.
Prove it? Here's your proof. It's a triobler fiber. I don't have to prove it, DuPont has. DuPont says this is the best fiber. Independent laboratories testing it says this is the best fiber you can buy for your carpet.
What does it mean to me?
It means to you that you'll get a carpet that has a full 10-year wear warranty, no crush, no mat, by DuPont, and it means that the fiber, the way the fiber's made, when it crushes, it bounces back.
If you want the best, you need Master Life. And if you want to get it, you need to go to Rodenheiser's Carpet in Collinsville. Again, aliens invade Collinsville. It's the alien invasion. Watch an alien be transferred to Earth. It starts Saturday night in the Holiday Shopping Center. Saturday, October 26th. It's the alien invasion. It's more than just a haunted house.
Brother, I'm acquainted Final three. Look at this, a beautiful bridge. Reversal into the backslide. Royce escapes, reverses the backslide. How often do you see that in the ring?
That may be injured, maybe, and Vance Nevada. Now, baby, he's going to work on it.
Do you see a resemblance between Vance Nevada and Terry Funk?
In this particular incident, I do, baby. He's pulled down the knee. Oh, my God.
And the knee being whacked, just drilled into that pole. For the title. Get to a leaky rubber in the middle of the cliff.
Oh, my goodness me, baby. Like something that hit the turnbuckle, baby. Oh, my goodness, baby.
Drilled the knee.
Rope, he's going to fly, baby. Robbie Royce is prone. Oh, my goodness, he went for a splash on the man's knee, baby. Robbie Royce got out the way, baby. Vance is in big trouble. Robbie's in big trouble. We got big trouble, baby.
A nip up by Royce on that bad leg. Talk about guts. I think they used to talk about intestinal fortitude, but here in River City, it's about guts.
That's right, baby. Robbie Royce, this might be his chance, baby.
Clothesline. Beautiful hanging clothesline. Oh, he got caught.
Oh, my goodness me, baby.
What?
Into the ropes now. And a big clothesline. Out on the floor. And he dives right onto the floor.
Oh, lot of latitude, baby.
Ooh, baby.
Now that you was wrestling, okay, Robbie Royce.
Right, Robbie Royce.
Who the last time I seen you in this area was your tag team partner.
Well, see, it's a very long, complicated story, Rick Diesel, and we could get into it right now. We could talk about it. It'd take us probably over an hour to go through the intricacies of all the problems that took place. Basically, he's an egomaniac, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore, so I had to get rid of him. And now I've got a bigger, better, and badder partner. He's the Man of Steel, wrestling sexiest man, Bugsy Slugliano. Collectively, we're known as Models, Inc. We've held the River City Wrestling Tag Team Championship. We've held the Canadian Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship. And if your tag team champions have the guts, we'd take them on. We'd take the AIWF tag team belts home to Canada.
Bring it down.
Okay. Ask a question, get a windy answer. Talk to me.
Yeah, Rick Dees, I got a two-part question.
All right, man.
Do you fear the militia or Bad Brad the most?
Right now I have no fear for Bad Brad, okay? Like I said, a lot of stuff has happened since the cage match in Mount Airy a few weeks ago. All right, when Bad Brad comes strolling in and he decided, I was like, you've seen the footage, okay?
Yeah.
You've seen the footage. More blood than most people should lose in a lifetime, I lost in the sight of 20 minutes. And Brad had my career in the palm of his hands. I said it 1,000 times. He could have ended it. He did not. So right now, I don't fear the militia, but I fear for the militia. I'll put it to you that way.
All right, second part. I mean, most people are speculating Bad Brad could turn on you because he probably has something to settle. Past the counter.
Well, I hope he don't make the same mistake he made the last time that he decided to cop an attitude with me and Brian Danzig.
All right, see you later, man.
All right, man. Hello, you're on the air.
Rick,
Yes.
one time when I called in another day on your talk show, you said you could fit right in with the Horsemen. I was just wondering, do you think you're the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be?
Who, me?
Yes.
Naturally. Of course, I'm sure he thinks that, and he thinks that too.
But Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels is not a concern to anybody much anymore. He's so worried about what's going on in the WWF, and he's so worried about posing for Playboy. He's so worried about all of that, stuff that I continuously run him in the ground for. Guys like me, and even the models, you know what I'm saying? They don't worry about Shawn Michaels. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I already got to ask you a question.
Okay.
If you and Brad went up against Sting and Marcus, who would win?
Sting and Marcus?
Yeah, they're friends. I was just wondering who would win.
To be honest with you, are you talking about Sting and Marcus Bagwell?
Yeah, they're friends.
Okay, you said Sting and Marcus. I think Marcus Bagwell is a joke. Sting would give us a problem, as everybody would know. I give him his dues. But Marcus Bagwell's a joke. See, I ain't got the ego these two guys got. I had it one time, okay? But now, I'm sure you could ask one of these guys the same question and get a totally different answer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering.
Okie doke. Thanks. Talk to me on the air with Vance, Nevada, and I'm just gonna call, I call him Bugsy Slug. He calls him his name. It's like 27 letters long. He uses every letter in the alphabet to spell his last name. Talk to us.
I was just wondering if y'all had the chance to fight, wrestle Ric Flair or Sting into them, would y'all do it?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, all of it, any of it, both.
Y'all go ahead and answer this one.
I'd wrestle Ric Flair, sure. In fact, all it would take is for WCW to give me a call, say, Vance, Nevada, we need you to come down here. We need someone to wrestle Ric Flair. I'd be there in a second, and I know Bugsy Slugliano feels the same.
I would be honored to wrestle Ric Flair. He's one of my favorite wrestlers in my entire career. That's what I emulate, is Ric Flair. And it would be an honor to wrestle Ric Flair.
I got a question. Okay? You from Canada, right?
That's right.
Up around the Manitoba area.
That's right.
Okay? All right. Why's your last name Nevada? I'll ask the question. I know a lot of people's wondering.
No.
If you don't like the United States, why'd you take one of our great states as your last name?
That's my name. That's my name, Mr. Diesel.
He was born as Vance, Nevada.
Oh, well, where were you born? Idaho?
I'm fixing.
I love throwing them off. You know that.
Next.
All right.
All right, man, thanks. If there's nothing I like more than just throwing a monkey wrench in the whole conversation, you know, I love it. I love it. Just gets everybody off guard. I live for it. Talk to me.
Vance,
How you doing?
hey, look, you from Canada?
That's right.
What do you think about Bret Hart?
What do I think about Bret Hart?
Do you idolize him?
I would say that hands down, Bret Hart is one of the finest wrestlers, and I think that we're seeing that if you watch any major wrestling program in the world, Canadian wrestlers are taking over. In the World Wrestling Federation, you've got men like Bret and Owen Hart. In WCW, you got Chris Benoit and now Chris Jericho, and you can expect these guys to go to the top too. And it's the same thing with Canadian wrestlers on any level. You're looking right here at the top tag team in Canada right now. That's why we're here. We are the very best from where we're at. And we come down here looking for the best competition here. Believe me, we're well aware of where we are. We're well aware that we're in the United States now and we're not the best here. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to try to prove it each and every night we get in the ring while we're here.
Hey, who was the nephew that died?
Matthew Annis.
Which one of his brothers? Owen?
I'm not certain.
Hey, let me give you some advice, man. Hey, look. Take Diesel and dump your buddy over there, man.
Take Diesel?
Yeah, dump your buddy over there.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Dump your buddy and you take the other guy.
There's no doubt in my mind that Vance Nevada could further his career by teaming up with Rick Diesel. But I don't care too much for all that snow. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'll tell you what, Rick Diesel, we can settle right now. How about you and Bugsy go out to the parking lot? Don't worry, I'll man the phones while you're gone. And you guys settle it, and whoever walks back, I'll team with that guy.
That may be a thought.
Hey, Diesel.
Last time I was in the parking lot, somebody run over me with a car, though, down here.
Hey, Diesel.
Yeah, man.
Why don't you bring them in the family, man? They look like pretty strong dudes.
They look like they would do pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so, man.
And they was, hey, just like me and Brian. They was right there in the top 500 in Pro Wrestling Illustrated. You can't deny it.
Take over that AIWF. All right, buddy. Appreciate talking to you, man.
All right, man. They've just informed me that the other two Canadian wrestlers have showed up in the parking lot, and one of them is Robbie Royce.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Bugsy, remember we got that important phone call to make. We got to set up those tour arrangements.
Let's get out of here.
At the commercial break, we got to do that.
Yeah, it's time to take care of business.
Okay. Well, we're going to get the other two guys in here, so we're going to take a quick commercial. And whether or not these guys will be here when we come
we
back.
We got to set that up. We got to set up the tour
We'll be right
arrangements.
back after this.
We got to set that up.
Yeah, it's no good.
Aliens invade Collinsville. Is the alien invasion. Watch an alien be transferred to Earth. It starts Saturday night in the Holiday Shopping Center. Saturday, October 26th. It's the alien invasion. It's more than just a haunted house. Ronnie Rotenizer tells us about DuPont Master Life.
DuPont's newest fiber is Master Life. It's part of the Stainmaster family. What DuPont has done is taken the same fiber that was in their commercial industry carpets and they've made it 33% thicker in order to give you a good walk, a good hand, not that rough feel. All right, along with the Master Life comes Stain Master. They've taken this same fiber, it's been in the commercial industry for years and years, and they've made it into a residential carpet now, and that residential carpet is now soft, but it has the Stain Master properties in it also. So all stains, food-wise, will come right out of the carpet just like any other Stain Master carpet. The beautiful thing about Master Life is it has a full 10-year wear warranty. It's the only Stain Master carpet that has that kind of warranty. Okay, in Martinsville and Henry County, Master Life carpet can only be bought at Rotenizer Carpet Shop.
For many hospitals, women's services are big business. With so much concern about how many, how much, and how fast, sometimes it makes you wonder whatever happened to how do you feel. At Memorial Hospital of Martinsville in Henry County, we believe it's not how many women you treat that makes a great hospital, it's how you treat women.
Ward, it's nice to have you back in town.
Well, thank you, Vicki. It's nice to be back. It really is. Good to see y'all both.
Nice seeing you.
Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Ward Armstrong. You know, a lot of people come up to me and say, well, how come you're not in Richmond? Well, unlike the Congress, the Virginia legislature is only in session in January and February of each year. The rest of the time, I'm back here in Martinsville and Henry County practicing law full-time. That's why if you've got a legal problem, anything from child custody to a traffic accident, come see me. There's no charge for an initial consultation, and my door is always open. Give me a call, and we'll talk.
It's been 2 years since we went to Preston and checked out Deborah's Antiques and Parsons Antiques. And it's amazing what 2 years can do.
The last time you were here, people are collecting different things. They seem to switch. Before it was depression glass, and depression glass now seems to have slowed down, and China has, taken its place.
The thing that you can't help but notice, there's more items than ever. Just go across the street and check out what's going on at Deborah's Antiques.
I'm always dealing, and dolls are something that I really enjoy. And I collect dolls, and I also sell dolls, and also glassware, and really anything that's collectible. Anymore, you probably will find it in Mother's shop or mine one.
Take it from me, you'll probably find more dolls at Deborah's Antiques than you will at Toys R Us. You'll find items like price guides, glassware, dolls, furniture, ironware, jewelry. Collectibles of all kinds can be found at Parsons Antiques and Deborah's Antiques on Station Drive in Preston. To get there, you need to go 58 west toward Stewart, turn right on Road 687. That's right across from the Mini Par Golf. It's exactly 3 miles. Turn left on Road 787 at Station Drive right beside the old railroad station in Preston. You go 500 yards and the dealing can begin. Write these numbers down. For Parsons Antiques, it's 957-2514. And Deborah's Antiques is 957-1394. And she's open by appointment only. Let's go antiquing. Collinsville is the alien invasion. Watch an alien be transferred to Earth. It starts Saturday night in the Holiday Shopping Center. Saturday, October 26th. It's the alien invasion. It's more than just a haunted house.
All right, just a little more action from the Great White North. Got on the set with me now. Okay, JT Atlas and Robbie Royce. First thing I got to do is ask you a question. Now, I seen at the first of that tape and some on the other tape, you and Vance Nevada were once tag team partners.
That's right.
Now, the carpet is still on fire, okay, where he left the building when he found out you was in the parking lot.
He's a character, right? Just got a bit of a big mouth, though. That's it.
I think a lot of people noticed that. From the last time he was down here, I had calls on top of calls the last time he was down here, and I was back the week after. It was unreal. Hello, you're on the air.
I'd like to say that these boys right here, they look a little bit tougher than them other boys over there.
I believe they do.
That's right.
What's their names again?
JT Atlas and Robbie Royce.
Yeah, them other boys, they did have a little bit too much mouth. They thought they had something that they wasn't.
That's all they are, is all mouth. That's all they are.
Yeah, I think y'all gonna start wrestling the AIWF, or?
Well, right, what these guys do, I'll explain, it's kind of complicated. They do tours, okay, of the United States. There's tours set up. Guys from Canada come down and does tours of the United States. I think they're in Kings Mountain, North Carolina tonight. JT Atlas, okay, now a lot of you guys could get USWA wrestling, right?
Yes, I watch it every now and then.
JT Atlas just come off of a tour with USWA.
Yeah, I just finished there last week, actually.
Yeah, I used to like them before they started something with the WWF, but since they...
Hey, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
But since they went there, but I guess you got to wrestle where you can.
Exactly, where they want to bring us in. If they want to bring in the best, they got to bring in Robbie Royce and JT Atlas. And, now we're coming down to North Carolina and Virginia. So that's, wherever they want to bring us in.
Oh, y'all going to do a couple shows with AIWF, or?
Well, right, on this tour, they're not scheduled with AIWF due to scheduling conflicts. They was already booked, somewhere else on the nights that we was having shows. So maybe on the next tour we can get them on some of our shows. But every time they do a tour of the United States, they always got to come to Martinsville and be on this talk show.
Got to come and be with Rick Diesel.
This is part of their tour.
Yeah, the AIWF ought to set up some sort of U.S.-Canadian thing.
Yeah, that would be great. Maybe these guys could suggest that to their promoter. Maybe we could get some of our guys to go up there and do a couple of nights with those guys. With these guys up there, and have kind of like some interfederational matches going on. I've been looking for that for a long time. Anyhow, my message is still on ECW's answer machine.
I'm sure somebody give you a chance, WWF. But I'm sure you wouldn't want that.
No, sir.
All right, well, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, thanks for calling.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Rick Dave, how's it going?
What's happening, man?
Where'd the Canadian bacon go?
Let me tell you something. Like I said, they left skid marks, black marks across the carpet as they was leaving. As soon as we went to commercial, you know what I'm saying? Boom. It was like Houdini. They just disappeared when they found out these two guys were in the parking lot. It's unbelievable.
Is that the singer off of Blues Travelers? That big fat dude?
It could be. Maybe that's how he got. Maybe he used wrestling as a stepping stone to a music career. I don't know. He did not play a harmonica while he was on the air.
Oh, they might be a pretty good tag team. Have you ever seen them wrestle?
Oh, I've seen Vance Nevada when he done some show with AIWF last year when they was doing a tour of the United States.
Is he any good?
He's real good. I will give him credit, and I know Robbie Royce will give him credit. He is an exceptional wrestler. Because, Robbie Royce is telling me earlier, he's like, well, if Vance Nevada wasn't a good wrestler, he would have never tagged up with him. So,
you think they could beat other tag teams like stuff?
Well, I think, like I said, I've seen Vance Nevada wrestle live. I've seen the rest of these guys on tape. I'm sure that there's nobody that they couldn't give a run to. You know what I'm saying?
Think they could beat the Nasty Boys?
Well, I know we could.
I know, definitely. But as far, to be perfectly honest with you, even a couple weeks back, to start their reign for the Canadian Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, they actually beat Robbie and myself in a tag team tournament final. And, Robbie and I have only been a team for a short time, but already in Canada, we're already one of the best teams. And for them to come along and beat us, they're actually more established than us. But for them to come along and beat us the way they did, we give them credit where credit's due. And they are a top tag team. As far as the Nasty Boys, I think they give them more than a run for the money. Because like I said, if we could do it, I think even they could do it. Because, they're one of the top teams around too.
Diesel, do you like the Nasty Boys?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I've always liked the Nasty Boys. I thought they're a great tag team.
How about the American Males? You like them?
No, I do not care nothing about them. I knew Scotty Riggs before even WCW knew he existed.
How about Sting? You like him?
Sting's pretty good, man. He's all right.
How about Freddie?
Freddie who?
I can't remember his last name.
I feel like he's working up to a song for some reason. I don't know why.
American Male.
I knew it!
Nasty.
He does that. He does that to me. He does that to me. But I have to give him credit. He did call in with a few questions this time. I will give him credit for that. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Diesel.
What's happening?
I got one train that your Canadian friends need to ride on.
Uh-oh, what's that?
The Diesel Express.
Ah!
And Danzig Slam.
That's it, man.
Well, the tag team you got there might be able to compete with you and Danzig, but the other one, Robbie must have wrestled with that other guy for charity or something.
Oh, when we tagged up with Vance Nevada?
Yeah, it must have been a charity case, because that Vance Nevada ain't... He looks like some kind of skag at Robbie Fenton or something.
Hey, talk to these guys. I'll go over here and set up a tape.
I'll tell you that. He rode on my coattails for quite a long time. I had to teach him how to do everything.
Well, he must have got them clothes he was wearing at the Goodwill right down from the Cable 6 right there.
That's about it. That's about it. You know, they want to call themselves models. The only thing I've ever seen them model is running shoes, because, you know, all you see is their shoes when they're taking off, running away from Robbie Royce and JT Atlas.
I did see him on a commercial the other day for a laxative or something.
A lax? Yeah, that's it. That's. They just keep running, and never stop.
That's right.
Why don't y'all sign with that fellow like WCW or WWF and get more promotion or something?
For something like that, basically we have to kind of work up to it. A lot of times those guys, I think, they don't want to bring in guys you're not too familiar with. And being from Canada, it's even tougher. So that's why we come down, we do these tours of the States. If we're going to come, if we're going to wrestle Rick Diesel, if we beat Rick Diesel or something like that, I'm sure that would, progress us even closer to, say, maybe WWF, WCW, or maybe Japan, Mexico, who knows.
Well, I think y'all two could beat up any guy that's in the NWA. I think that they're just a joke. I mean, 6.
Yeah.
I mean, he's anorexic. I mean, like a rubber band, you snap him and he just won't snap back there.
I've noticed Vance Nevada's starting to take on that 6 look, too.
I told him he got the clothes from the Goodwill right down from Cable 6 a while ago. What has that guy been doing, eating Twinkies that was wrestling with him?
I don't know, man. That's Bugsy Slug. I cannot pronounce his last name. It's 15 foot long.
Bugsy the Blob.
Bugsy the Blob.
See y'all later.
Thanks for calling.
Hey, before we take the next call, all right, now let's do some AIWF business. I know a lot of people was interested in it. See this right here? Does this not look familiar? See the money changing hands? This is just a quick clip right here, okay? You see what happened right there? Now that right there was just something that was caught in Smith Grove just 1 week ago, okay? Neil Leathers taking money from what King Cobra has now developed this entourage, so to speak. He's got him a manager. He's got him a 300-pound bodyguard. It's unbelievable. And we'll get into a little bit more of that later on, because I don't want to just completely ignore the Canadian guys, which I've hadn't for the last 45 minutes, but that's okay. We're still having fun. Talk to me.
That dude's acting like Nick Patrick, ain't he?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people was talking, all right, for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's been coming up what Neil Leathers' problem is. There you seen it. The money was changing hands, okay? Caught in the back of the building at Smith Grove, North Carolina, just 1 week ago. He was caught. The money was changing hands.
Man, that's sorry. If you can't win a match without paying off a referee, then, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And he takes it. I mean, what kind of referee is that?
Exactly.
He's supposed to be a licensed professional referee. Taking money. I mean, he's going to get his paycheck. Might not be that much, but, I mean, he still gets paid for what he does.
Well, I tell you, I want to get Neil Leathers up here on the show next week.
Yeah,
okay.
Fans need to talk to him.
Next week.
Some questions.
Exactly.
Wasn't he on last week?
Yeah, he was on last week and denied everything, and now it's on tape. The money changing hands.
I'm going to have to ask those two guys sitting up there a question.
Go for it, man. That's what they're here for.
Do you two think y'all could beat the Steiner brothers?
Oh.
I don't know about the Steiners. I will say this.
That's a loaded question.
We are probably the top tag team in Canadian wrestling right now. We're not going to go and say we can beat everybody, but Well, we'd try to give them a run for their money.
It would be a really good match, to say the very least. We put up a good fight.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hello, you're on the air.
We're the boys. We're the night.
God, he's still singing the same song that he was singing when I cut him off a while ago. He's still singing, because he started singing that song when I cut him off a while ago. And he's still singing it. I must have put him on hold. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Dave, how you doing? Big Jim.
Big Jim. Hey, Jim, now these guys are going to be, we're trying to get them up a copy of today's show, okay? And they're going to take it back to Canada so everybody knows you're going to, you know what I'm saying?
I got some Canadian questions. Well, it has to do with Bret Hart.
Oh.
All right. Have y'all seen the latest Wrestling Observer?
No, I haven't.
They said that he signed with WWF. Now get this. He's the second highest paid wrestler ever. It's between 12 and 15 or 16 million dollars over 4 years.
Oh.
Well, I believe he's worth it.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I just couldn't believe it. I mean, Bret is a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong, but I can't see paying him that kind of money.
Well, he does a lot of stuff. He does the charity shows, spot work. He's everywhere. Always doing PR work for them.
And I'll tell you another thing about a lot of people wondering about if Mr. Perfect is coming back or not. If Vince McMahon will pay off his disability insurance, see, if he gets in the ring now, and he gets they'll just throw his claim out.
Yeah.
And that's why they doing this thing. I mean, he turned on messed up Mero's Monday night. He caused him to lose the belt, and I really don't look for him to come back, really.
No, I don't think he will. I think, Robbie and I, we were talking about it before when we were driving down here, and we figured, as far as Perfect goes, you got to give him credit. That was like a mastermind thing, because we were both thinking the same thing as far as his insurance claims.
Right.
And, we were thinking beforehand, how's he going to step in the ring? What's going to happen with his claims?
That's right.
And you saw what happened Monday night. It was a beautiful step. I mean, I'm sure most people don't even know about about his whole insurance claim deal, which just made it all that much sweeter when he actually turned on Mero and helped Helms to get the belt.
All right, JT, you wrestled in USWA, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question. How come? I mean, there's supposedly like a farm system for the WWF, or
right.
Basically, why don't they have more better talent up there?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I was working on negotiations the whole time while I was down there, and things just don't work out. I mean, certain people, they have their ideas, they want to do whatever they're going to do. And, if at the odd time, if they bring in some WWF talent, great. I mean, Psycho Sid's been down there. Jake the Snake was supposed to be down there. Jesse James Armstrong's down there. So they got some guys. But, I mean, other than that, they've got, between the fact they've got so much going on with all the guys that are there, I think a lot of times it's hard for them to even try and squeeze in other talent, whether it's WWF or wherever else.
Well, that's just like that Mike Samples guy. I have yet to see where he's such a great talent. He looks like one of the older, like 60s, 70s wrestlers or something. I mean, not in shape.
Yeah, I think with him, he's more like a conniving veteran. I mean, he's been around for a while, so he's got, he knows kind of what's going on upstairs. But, I even teamed with him myself 1 week on TV, and he was trying to, show me the way to go.
Yeah.
And midway through the match, I just said, Mike, this isn't going to work, and I just walked right off the ring. I just couldn't take it.
Well, how do y'all think the Rock and Roll Express is going to continue in the ECW?
They're in ECW.
I didn't even know they were.
We didn't even know they were in ECW.
I didn't either.
They dirty wrestlers, what I've read in the Observer.
Really?
Now, from what I hear, all right, everybody watch as much ECW as you can, because it come down the grapevine to me as early as last night. Fox Network has bought the station that syndicates ECW, and they canned the show.
Really?
It's going to take them, a few weeks. They're under contract. They have to show the tapings that they've got. But after that, it's supposed to be over with.
Well, Diesel, this is the way I feel about it. I mean, if you got many kids watching it and everything, I think all the cursing and everything is why the networks are afraid of it, and they don't need to do it. I mean, just be honest. I mean, some of that stuff don't have nothing to do with wrestling. Like those, I seen the film of y'all from Canada. That was great wrestling. I mean, you didn't hear a whole bunch of junk in that. You can't put something on there and like kids watching it and everything. it's not right. I mean, I applaud AIWF. They don't have that junk, and other federations have it, and they make it. But, I mean, I think that's why ECW is not making it. They try too much off-the-wall stuff, and the networks can't afford, their sponsors won't back it. That's the way I look at it.
You got a good point.
All right, y'all have a good weekend.
Thanks for calling. We'll show you a little bit of another clip now, if I can get it set up. Bad Brad and King Cobra from Smith Grove last week. You know, Bad Brad, he's back in the AIWF. This is the first match that he has actually wrestled with in the AIWF. And Cobra, I mean, you can see, I will tell you right now, the man, up until this thing with Neil Leathers hit, King Cobra could not win a match. I don't know what the deal is. He's got all these thugs out here running around with him. It's disgusting. He has no, the guy has about as much talent as a bug out here crawling around on the street somewhere. And now he comes in, and since evidently he's been paying off Neil Leathers, the guy hasn't lost a match. And if you'll think about it, it's been caught on tape. Neil Leathers handed him foreign objects. He's done slow counts and fast counts for him and slow counts for his opponents. It's sickening. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of that, and we'll get back to the phones and get back to the Canadian guy. Hello, you're on the air.
Boys, we're the nasty.
He is still singing that song.
Boys, we're the nasty.
I'll give him a little bit of time.
Boys,
there may be a talent agent watching.
American male. American male.
Okay. Hello, you're on the air. You know, I just realized I'm not wearing my hat today, but I guess, you know.
I noticed that, Rick. Don't let that happen to you tonight. Ain't you ready?
Yeah, I've got King Cobra tonight. Now, whether or not Neil Leathers is going to be refereeing the match, we'll see.
All his little thugs going to be ringside?
I'm sure they will be.
Well, is Brian going to be there and Brad?
Brian will be there. Brad is not scheduled. I don't think Brad is scheduled to be in North Wilkesboro tonight, but I know Brian will be there.
Might need to take these two boys with you just in case.
You never know, man. That might be a good idea. Of course, they got to be in Kings Mountain tonight, so.
You got a lot of fans up that way?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you, if anybody out there has seen Pro Wrestling Illustrated's Top 500, okay, you'll see the little column that they write for each wrestler. And they state that I am probably the most hated wrestler in the AIWF, except in Martinsville.
Yeah, the picture in there about you, with you hitting Brad with a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wish y'all Canadian fellas well.
All right, thank you.
Settle somewhere and know how to do tours all the time.
That would be very nice. That'd be great.
All right, talk to y'all later.
Thank you.
How long does it take to get down here from where you are?
It took us about 30 hours. We had a show Thursday night. We finished our show Thursday night, and we drove straight through, got in here about, I think, 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning.
You know, slept, got up, and boom, here we are.
So we could be on your talk show.
Yeah.
30 hours.
30 hours.
Does that not tell everybody out there, I mean, what this talk show means in the wrestling world? Think about it. Hello, you're on the air.
Rick.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think you ought to put Bad Brand in the middle of the ring and you all jump him. And that would prove to him or teach him never to leave again.
In other words, just give him a test.
Yeah. And if he can beat all of you up, then I'd let him back in. Otherwise, kick him back out.
You're not too kind, are you?
No, well, look what he's done to y'all.
Well, you got a good point there. I'm not.
You can't tell me you wouldn't like to take a swing at him.
There's been times, well, you see, like a guy said in Pro Wrestling Illustrated, they showed me taking a swing at him with a chair. But I've said it, you know, time and time again. He could have ended my career on September 28th in Mount Airy.
Right.
When I was laying in the middle of that cage, and you couldn't even tell who I was for all the blood on my face. And he had every chance in the world to hit me with that chair, but he hit major havoc with the chair and helped me. And he done it to prove a point to me, and I've got to give him a chance, at least.
Well, I think that would be a fair chance. If he can make it out.
Okay.
And I want to be there to see it.
Okay. God almighty, these people are brutal. Talk to me.
Hey, yo, Diesel.
What's happening?
You think you're tough, man?
Well, that all depends. Is that compared to King Cobra or compared to overcooked turkey?
Or, you think you could take a
God, he gets me every time. Is that him? That's him. Hello, you're on the air.
And call Steve.
No, it wasn't him. I guess it wasn't him unless the guy's got a party line. Hello? At least this one's got music.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Hey.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Oh, man, it's David. What are you doing playing that Shawn Michaels stuff on me for?
I had to.
I know you did.
Hey, where's Van the Mother at?
Man, he left this place like a streak of lightning when he found out Robbie Royce showed up.
He's scared Robbie.
Well, see, they used to be tag team partners. Now, Vance's version of the whole breakup was that Robbie had too much of an ego. Let's get Robbie's version of the story.
The total fact of the matter is, Vance Nevada's the one with the ego. You take a look at this guy. His head is way too big for his body. Just the ego it's all there. We're gonna take care of him tonight in North Carolina.
He's scared Rick, too.
What was that?
He's scared Rick.
Well, that's what I've heard. I'm still here. He's gone.
Last time he was up here running his mouth about you.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of calls the following week about that. I mean, you know, and to be honest with you, before the cameras and the lights come on today for the show, he was real nice. Come in, shook my hand, said, how you doing? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Y'all get any matches signed for the Breakfast Center yet?
Yeah, man, me and Brad and Brian's taking on the Mercenaries. And, let's see, who else? Hey, the one that everybody's going to be interested in, Chris Wyndham and Jackie Anderson has to wrestle each other in a Warzone tournament match.
When's that tournament going in?
It's almost over. Just bear with us, man. We had like 20 or 30 guys in this tournament.
I didn't know how bad with you.
All right, you got it, man. Let me see. Don Carson's going to be there. Okay, we will get an interview with him that night about the whole Sebastian Kane deal.
Don't let Eddie interview him.
No, we won't let Eddie interview him. We'll let somebody else
Don't let
interview
you
him.
go up and interview him.
Well, he like broke Eddie's neck the last time Eddie interviewed him. I don't know if Eddie wants to interview him. But Intimidator's supposed to be there. Johnny Rare's supposed to be there. Jumpin' Jimmy's going to take on King Cobra. There's a whole mess load going to be there. It's going to be interesting.
I can't cheer for neither one of them, but I don't like neither one of them.
Well, you just sit there and be quiet on that.
Yeah, I cheer for you all the time, though.
All right, man.
Hey, y'all can bring the shirts up.
Yeah, we'll have them.
I recorded that fight for you.
Which one?
The ultimate fight there last week.
Did you get it recorded for me?
Yeah.
Cool.
I got In Your House Mind Games recorded, too.
All right, man. I'll pick them up at the show next
Now,
time.
get the one buried alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about it, but I hadn't seen it. But I guess I'll get to now.
I got it on tape.
All right.
All right, man. I'll see y'all Breakfast Center.
All right, man. Thanks. Hello. We got 2 minutes left in the show. Hey! I scared him away. Hello. Talk to me.
Rick, who do you think will win between Ric Flair and...
Oh, man. Call Steve. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, God. I hope this guy's not calling long distance. Hello. You're on the air.
I'm just a sexy boy.
He started a craze. Can you believe it? No, I'll tell you how this guy got started. He started, what, was a week ago, I think it was. And he called in and he done all this. And he got one song hung in my mind and it gave me a headache. But now he's got a craze, so I guess it's going to turn into a talking, singing show now. But hey, they love to get, I don't know. Nobody knows who they are, so why does it matter? Talk to me.
American male, American.
At least they wait till the end of the show to do it. We got a minute left.
Oh, them guys crazy.
Which ones?
I don't know.
The ones that's singing?
Hey, when they gonna stop that damn, the Young and the Restless on the WCW? That damn Macho.
I don't know, man. With the Elizabeth and the Macho Man junk.
They're warning WCW by doing that.
It's getting bad. I mean, but...
I was watching wrestling last night. Last week, just talking about Greg Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Tommy Richards are champions on some wrestling.
AWF, man.
Then they bring Greg Valentine down, and he gets beat up in WCW.
Yeah, it's all political, man. It's all political.
That Romeo and Juliet on WCW, that's just ruined the show.
How many times have I said this is professional wrestling? It's not the love connection.
That's 2 times he got out there and didn't wrestle. Then went back crying.
Kind of makes you wonder about how macho is the Macho Man, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice talking to you.
All right, man. Hey, we got to wrap things up. I want to thank, actually, I'll thank Vance Nevada and Bugsy Slug for showing up, and they come in. I want to thank JT Atlas and Robbie Royce, the guys from Canada, come down, had a great show with them. I always enjoy seeing them. And we'll be back next week. We got clips that we didn't get to show today. We'll show next week, guaranteed. Some real interesting stuff happening in Smith Grove. Plus, we'll have clips from North Wilkesboro from tonight. And so until next week, and I'll have my hat on, I promise. I'll see you then.
See ya.
I will be your God, and I will be with you forever and ever and ever. Say hello